break, but we're back. We took a break because of the holidays. I hope everyone enjoyed their Thanksgiving with their friends and their family. I know that I did. During the holidays, when your life has been altered and things have been changed, and people who sat at the table once upon a time were no longer there, it's not the easiest. A friend of mine yesterday had brought up to me how I said something about having a new normal. I told her it took me a long time to say that. I'm not even sure if I fully accept that, but nevertheless, for some of us, we do have a new normal. But I'm just really grateful for the time that I had with my son being the way that he used to be, and even for other family members who weren't with us, they used to be. What I reflected back on this Thanksgiving is being grateful for the time that I did have with them. So I tried to look at it from a different perspective. So nevertheless, we are back, and I'm so excited to be back. December is full of some shows that I'm really excited about. I'll talk about that a little bit later. I apologize for the delay of getting on the air this morning. We had technical difficulties. It happens. So we're just going to go on. This morning we are shining a light with Miss Danita and Miss Ruby from Mothers Against Violence Healing Ministries. I decided to have them on because they're having an event next week, and it's the holiday season, as I just talked about, and some of us are living it without people that once were here. And these women have decided to create a ministry, not only to have someone to lean on and talk to in the midnight hour when it's rough and you're missing your loved one and you're confused and don't understand, but also to shed a little joy and light and happiness to those that are hurting. So when I heard about this, I was so excited. And then Miss Danita asked me to speak at her event next week too. And she said it must be happy. Can't talk about sad stuff. So yeah, and I think that's great. So I wanted to shed a little light on what they're trying to bring to the community and bring to our city, because I like the perspective that it's not all about crying and mourning, but let's celebrate what life we have and celebrate the time that we were blessed with. So welcome to Positively You, ladies. So good to have you this morning. Again, I'm sorry about the delay, but so with the delay, I do want to dive right in on what prompted you to ever even start this ministry. So it's called Mothers Against Violence Healing Ministry. What does that mean to you, Miss Danita?
Well, for one thing, I am a survivor because my son, I had been affected by gun violence. My son and his best friend died 3 years ago, got killed a little over 3 years ago. So, of course, I was going through it. The pain is so unbearable. It's really undescribable. A lot of crying. So much.
Yeah.
But out of my pain, I did a lot of writing. And as I was writing, I was still using my spiritual side and talking to God and saying that it had to be a purpose through all this pain. And so I just did a lot of writing. Then the vision started coming. And then I worked with a couple of other organizations, Stop the Violence. And then as I was, going through all that, my vision came where God said, deal with the mothers. Help the mothers learn how to heal. And that came 2 years later,
Okay.
when I got that vision. So, as I was still writing and still going through my pain and still forcing myself to get up, and I made a choice not to be depressed, not to be isolated, and I wanted to keep my character and keep my personality because I am a very social person.
I want to stop right there for a minute. So when you said I made a choice not to be depressed, I like that because it is a choice.
Yes.
And, I have a similar pain. So, and I say a lot of times I'm grateful that I can still talk myself out of depression. So it might come and it'll flirt with us, but I'm really grateful not to stay there. So I like what you said. I talk myself out, not to knock anyone who can't. But that's the purpose of what you're doing, is to help people who are struggling,
Right.
who can't talk themselves out of it.
Right.
Your ministry is here to say, you know what? you can get, you're down, but you can get back up.
You can get back up.
You can get back up.
And
so I had another quick question. I'm sorry.
that's okay.
So when you said you worked with a few other organizations prior to your own, did you do that right after? Or did it take you some time to even want to be involved, period? Because I know sometimes with our own vision, it's kind of good to work and see what other people are doing and things like that. So did you initially say, you know what, this happened to my son, I need to fight back. I need to do something. Or did it take you a while?
Well, it took me about a year later. But all of that, before that happened to my son, I was already out there supporting family members, friends, was at the funeral, just helping and serving, you know. So I was already kind of, because that's just who I am. And then it just turned around and happened to me.
So in the midst of helping other people, did you ever think it would knock on your door?
Oh no.
Never see it coming
You never see it coming.
Yeah, you never see it coming your way.
So you don't want to get that call.
Yeah, you don't want to get that call.
Please don't start that.
Yeah, you never want to get that call.
No.
And you're like, you know what we used to, what we say so often is, I remember seeing it on the news, like other people's stories, and like, oh, I'm gonna pray for them. And then you feel sad for 5 minutes, and you're like, oh, but thank God I still got my boys.
That's how it works.
And then when it knocks on your door,
It's over.
yeah,
It's
it was
hard.
different. So, Miss Ruby, you have experienced a similar pain to Miss Donita's son.
Yes, ma'am.
I promise not to mess that up, and
It's
I did. So you have experienced the loss of a child as well.
Yeah. Well, see, first, I remember when we was, as in my younger days, my mother, she had 7 miscarriages, and then she birthed 3 kids. My oldest brother's still alive, but the brother in the middle got killed.
Okay.
I saw what my mother went through it, and it was so hard for her. I always ask God, please don't ever let me have to go through that. But then at the end, I guess it was all in the master plan. I still ended up going through it. But when my son first got killed, I really thought I was going to lose my mind. So I went to the doctor. I asked them could they give me some medicine because I still have headaches right today, but they better than what they was. And she told me about the Legacy House.
Good.
So I'm in counseling. Miss Linda over at the Legacy House is my counselor. And then her and Sister Donetta's real good friends.
Okay.
So the one day I went to a counseling meeting, I was crying. She told me, said, you know what? You probably need to get in with my friend. I said, get in with her, what we gonna be doing? She said, all kind of good stuff.
That's good.
So I said, I don't know her number. She said, let me go to, I'm gonna walk you to my car and get the number and give you call and set up an appointment with her. So that was the best time of my life.
Wow. So that's how you two connected.
That's how we connected.
Oh, okay.
But between my counseling and work and being a mother nonviolent, I'm not cured, but I'm a lot better than what I was.
That's good. And
Because I used to have outbursts.
Yeah.
Just sit up, that's my husband, just bust out and start screaming and crying.
But you know what? On the course of this journey, that's okay. Even when you're in the midst of your healing, it is okay. I was at work the other day. Nothing happened. And when I took those kids to lunch, I just started crying at my desk.
You can't help it.
It can be
It's just
a shoe a kid has on. It can be a smell. It can be a song. It can be something one of those little younger kids say, because I try not to work with kids my son's age. I just can't yet. And it'll be a trigger. And
Yeah,
like,
it will.
It will. But it's so good to have something like this to be involved in, so that you can have, events to look forward to. Or I remember when Dre was shot, I said, Lord, I just need somebody with a similar pain. My family was great.
Yeah.
But I needed somebody who felt my pain. It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same. So tell me a little bit about what your ministry is about. What are some things that you want to bring to the mothers, to this community? Unfortunately, it is a growing community. So whenever I meet a new mother, I'm like, it's nice to meet you, but I hate that I met you under this circumstance.
Right.
We had 11 homicides in 9 days this week.
Ooh,
That was the
yeah.
results as of yesterday. I watched the news this morning, but I didn't hear of any homicides last night. So we had 11 in 9 days. So what you're doing and what I'm doing and what you're doing, it's an ever growing circle.
Yes, it is.
What are you desiring? What are you praying about to bring?
The vision that I see that I want is to the mothers can live their life with joy and pain, with their pain, and have a social life and be able to interact with the kids, the children that they already have. So we can still enjoy life with our, with the pain and have joy and have peace. But you got to turn it into something positive.
This
So
is
it's
why I
a
love
choice.
her.
It's another
It's a
choice.
choice.
Because I think God don't make no mistakes.
Sure.
So in order to heal, you have to do something positive.
And you gotta
Anything
want
you
it.
do, anything positive, you're going to feel good about yourself. You can lay down at night and be like, dang, I did that.
In spite of.
In spite of that pain that you have to live with.
Yeah, that's good. And I like what Miss Ruby said. She said you gotta want to heal.
No, you can go to counseling.
That's
you
right.
can have 10 counselors. You can join 5 different groups. If you don't want to heal, it's not
Not
gonna
gonna
work.
happen.
It's got to be in your heart.
It's gotta be a
and
heart
you got to
change.
trust God also, because God will bring you through.
That's right.
Because I'm not fully healed, but I'm a lot better than what
And
I
I don't
was.
think anybody ever gets fully healed. If you think back to your mother losing your brother being murdered,
She talked about it.
yeah.
And she died in '96.
Yeah.
She talked about him until she died.
yeah,
She
you
went
never
out and
get
every-
healed. You learn to go through
You
it.
learn to
Yeah,
go
you
through it.
Learn to go through it.
Yeah.
And then that's why I like what you said. So with my platform, with Purpose for My Pain, it's very similar because you're not going to get over it. Don't ever tell someone who lost their child in any kind of manner. But we focus on gun violence,
Yeah.
but any kind of manner.
Any.
And I've heard this where people have said, "You're not over that by now." I had a mother tell me that. I had a mother tell me that her own husband has said, "You're not over it." It
People
wasn't
do
his
say
child.
It do.
Yeah, it's
They
like
be
what?
saying that to you.
Yeah.
I've had them say it to me. It's
So
crazy.
we need to live. We need to learn to live through the pain.
Mhm.
Through the pain. And I love what you said about being still very present for the kids we have left. Because you have another adult child. You have other adult
I
children.
got 8 left.
8 left. And you know what? I talked to a mother the other day. She has no kids left.
Oh,
and
Lord.
it was hard for me to. I said I need to call you back because I'm taking my other son to the circus. I said he has really hard days, and I felt bad even saying that. And she said, "Oh, I wish I had another child."
That's sad.
It's sad. So
Just pray
us that still have, we got to be very present because some people don't even. They lost everything.
Yes.
So you want to bring this joy. You want to bring this celebration.
Yes.
But when the holiday time comes, I don't know about y'all. I can't speak for y'all. I still think about him.
Of
Because
course.
guess what he'll do? Like this, for instance, like when he's sitting there with me at the table, he always scoot up beside me and sit beside me. I said, boy, get over. Let the other kids be around me. And guess what? He called me every day. So now he got a sister that looks identical like him. They look both. You would have to see the picture of him and her alike. Guess what she do? Now she calls every day. She's a nurse, but she can't talk all the time in her patients. And then with the patient, she'll go outside like she's smoking a cigarette, and she don't even smoke. Just to call mama, are you okay? Have you ate? Have you taken your medicine? And you don't know how that makes me feel.
And that's stories that you can take back to your group.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And those are encouraging things to say,
Very
you know what,
encouraging.
he's gone, but this is what I
Yeah.
now have.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about the ministry. So you want to bring this joy and shine a light.
Well, you encouragement. That's a big thing is, you interact with mothers who deal with the same pain. You don't have to worry about nobody saying, oh, you're going to be okay. Oh, when you together with the same mothers, we can understand each other. And so it's about the encouragement and getting involved with other communities, supporting.
Yeah.
I'm a big supporter of you know, in the community.
Yeah.
I'm a very big supporter, you know, because that makes me feel good,
Right.
you know, and that's a positive thing.
It is.
You know, so, and the healing ministry is about having fun.
Yeah.
You're going to have fun around me,
That's
so I'm just
good.
saying, you know.
She's a real jolly person.
That's good.
And she's really doing a good job running
Yeah.
this ministry. And I'm so glad her friend and do some too. I went to see her Thursday for a council meeting and I hugged her. She said, "Oh girl, it ain't that deep. I told you I was gonna help you." And she said, "Now you come in happy, and every time before you join the group with Sister Donnell, you be sad, look like you want to cry." And I
That's a
did.
blessing.
Yeah.
So
So
God's
that's
good.
that's the effect you're having on
Well,
Yeah.
the mothers that you have. How many women do you have in the group so far?
well, I have,
They started
well,
coming.
we, because I don't like to say I,
Yeah,
it's active, maybe like 10.
10. Okay.
But all at the same time, I interact with over 24 women.
Okay.
There's some still isolated. There's
Mhm,
some
mhm.
depressed, and
Mhm.
you know. But I still interact with them. You
She
know,
know how to
through
uplift 'em so they
through
don't miss
texting.
Right.
And even though they don't come out and do anything or nothing, they still glad. They be like, "Oh wow, thank you
Right.
for thinking about
Thank
me."
you for the thought.
Yes. So
And that little thing, people think, "Oh, there's nothing I can do." There is something everybody can do. A text that says, "I'm thinking about you.
and I
Are
do.
you okay?" That's still part of your ministry. They may not be
Yes.
active because they're not there
You
yet.
Right.
call one of them
Right.
if you got their number and say, "I love you,"
Yes,
can
yeah.
help too.
Yeah.
And that's a lot.
So that's
It means a
good.
lot.
So you have an event coming up next Saturday.
Woo. Yes.
You see how people exhale when they have events coming up? Woo.
Yes, because you know, it's about the mothers, but it's not about the mothers,
Mhm,
and that's why it's open to all.
mhm. Okay.
So the holidays, the mothers already, the siblings, and let's not forget about the siblings.
forget
Oh my
about the
goodness,
siblings.
let's not forget about them. Missing your child during the holidays. Like my son, it's always a certain dish that he always wanted me to cook every year. And I'm like, I ain't cooking that for you, boy. And I end up doing it anyway.
Right.
But it's hard. It's hard. But all at the same time, it's about losing your mother, losing your brother, losing your sister. And so I just wanted to be for all. So to uplift
So it's a
everybody.
family event.
It's a family event to lift up for the holidays.
Okay.
We already got people worried about Christmas financially. Just a lot of stuff going on. And in our city, it's a lot of things are still happening. So it's about uplifting. So we're gonna have entertainment.
Okay.
We're gonna have spoken word poetry,
Good.
and then we have something called 7 Acts of Healing. And you start with love, purpose. What else is on there? Healing is on there, and your destiny. And then the guy's gonna speak with poetry, and then we
Good.
got praise dance. We have a band, a couple of gospel music,
Yeah.
dessert bar.
Oh.
So it's gonna be fun.
That
And
sounds
then we
good.
can just interact with each other. A couple of vendors there.
Okay.
So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be uplifting.
And what time
so
does that start?
it starts at 1:00. It's gonna be 1 to 4, December the 10th.
And the location?
So and the location's on 38th in
Arlington.
Arlington.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the address. Across from those.
Old Value City.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's my daughter's house. I tell her she can walk
It's
up
across from Old Value City. Actually, I'll go ahead
Yes.
and pull I have the address right here on my phone.
everything all the
I'll
time.
go ahead and pull it up real quick, so that we can give that out.
We're going to do a lot of more events to make people happy. Yeah.
Yes.
God is good all the time.
So the address is
What is that address?
6105
There it is.
East 38th Street.
Yes.
Next Saturday at 1:00. It's the Mothers Against Violence Healing Ministry Christmas celebration for family members who have been affected, not just mothers.
Yeah.
Come out and support. You can find Miss Danita on Facebook.
Yes.
How do we find you on Facebook if we want more information about the event?
Under Mothers Against Violence Healing Ministry and Dinita Royal.
Anita Royal.
Yes.
So if you want to come out, you accepting donations of any
Accepting
kind?
donations and just come out, support. You ain't got to have nothing. You ain't got nothing. It's okay. But because I just want you to come out and have fun.
Put it on Facebook too.
It's on there.
It's on there. and just come out and get some love. I
That's
told
it.
you, I talked to a mother the other day, and I was telling her about this new mom who lost her son a couple months ago, and being the sweet person she is, I said, I'll buy the mom ticket. She said, nope, just give her a ticket and let her come out. So that's the kind of ministry that she's working with here, is just opening up her arms to the community and meeting people where they are, because this is it's quite a journey. It has forever changed my life and the lives of these two women sitting next to me, and so many more in the community. So I hope that in Indianapolis, we gotta do, this is gonna be a segue to my next guest, we have got to do better with supporting one another.
And showing more love.
And showing love. You know, to me, the lack of love is why we have so many of the homicides and things.
Lord,
it's so much unnecessary discord between one another. So we need to just come out and support, and love on one another. It's not a competition. I have a ministry. I have a nonprofit. She has the same thing. It's not about competing against one another. We're working two different avenues, but we all have the same destination, and that's saving lives. To wake up in the morning and hear that 11 more mothers are going to be suffering because somebody pulled a trigger blows me away. And we can talk about it, we can post about it, we can complain about it, but until you're active, and you know, this is a whole nother show, but I made a post that you got to get active and you got to become an involved parent to see some changes. So we just want you guys to come out and celebrate with Miss Donita and Miss Ruby. I'm excited, and if you want to hear me speak, I'll be there too. But just come out and support and show some love. And my next guest is here, and I want to introduce her. Like I said, it's a segue just about supporting what's going on here in our city. I'm going to have Miss LaVonda McIntosh come on up to the stage. She is here as a representative. I call you a board member. Is that okay?
Yeah, that is.
All right. She is a board member of Everything Underground. And they're pretty new to the city of Indianapolis, correct? They are. And tomorrow, they are having the Trailblazer Awards at the Madam Walker Theater. And it is a celebration of honoring people who have made great accomplishments right here from, can I say Indiana or Indianapolis?
Indiana.
From Indiana, because there's people from other cities around our state. And they're just giving honor where honor is due. People have made great accomplishments. And I will let Miss McIntosh dive deeper into who they're honoring and the vision. I really want to talk about what is the vision of Everything Underground with bringing this to our city. What are they trying to do?
Well, we first and foremost, thank you for giving us a platform to be able to let everyone know about this event. Actually, so we're Everything Underground. We are a networking company where we connect people in business, people that's inspiring to do anything. We help you with your vision. We connect you with people that may be fit for what you're doing, and just trying to help you figure out where it is you're going and what you want to do. First, that's what that's about. The Trailblazer Awards is an event that we host to honor people that have paved the way for people that are blazing trails to get to a plateau. So you got the Trailblazer Awards, people that have made it, and then you got people that's blazing trails and that's looking up to people that work to where they're going. So the award show is honoring people that have paved ways for people that's inspiring, people that's trying to get to a place where they're following their dreams. So you got people like Mike Epps, that's from Indianapolis. We got Just Jay, the founder of Hype Magazine. She's no longer in Indianapolis, but she's from Indianapolis. Then you got people that we all don't know everyone, but we've heard of people. So we've created an event where we're bringing all these powerful people into one platform to honor them, thank them, and just try to be a spotlight to where, you know, we celebrate things. Sometimes we come together in situations like you guys, but this is another way to get people like you guys to see that everything that has happened in the world, this is the things that we want to celebrate, because as Black people, we've done a lot and we're not honored, we're not recognized all the time. We recognize and we're highlighted for the bad things that we do and the bad things that's done, but there's a lot of people out here that do a lot of things that are not recognized. So we creating a platform to Yeah,
And I like how you said everybody may not know their name. So everything underground with the Trailblazer Award is bringing, like I say, my show, Positively You, shining light into dark places. And the platform for Positively You is to shine light on ministries like this in case people don't know. You know, the mom I talked to the other day, someone gave her my card because she said she needed help. And they didn't know about resources. So just to know someone who knows someone and have that access to, you know, it's not about having our name in lights, but let's be real. Some people like their name in lights. Yeah. And let's be real again. It feels good sometimes to have your name in lights. You know, I don't go around saying I did this and I did that. My friends have to remind me sometimes. You know, you was at the White House. Use that to get us this and that. I'm like, I don't go around telling people that. I can't pick up my phone and call Mr. Obama. I forget sometimes, but then when I think about it and I look at pictures, I'm like, I have been so incredibly blessed. You know what? I have. I've been through this pain. Here's my purpose. Yes, I have been to the White House. You know, so to give people that opportunity to let their light shine for a few minutes for the hard work that they have done in our city. And I like how it's called Trailblazers because they're blazing trails for people like us who are trying to, you know, work their way up. I always say serving my city is the most important thing to me. My son was shot right here. But if I can be a blessing and God gives me a global vision, so be it. So be it, you know. And so to have that opportunity, I think that's great what Everything Underground is trying to bring to the city. And let's just talk about what is the show going to, I know there's some surprises and some things. What will the award ceremony consist of?
Well, we'll have a peace segment to where we're like a Black Lives Matters, Life Apparel, All Lives Matters, to where we're going to get everybody engaged in the purpose. You know, just to kind of warm hearts and to let people know that we're all connected. So we're going to open up connecting each other with one another. And then we got highlights of these people, what they done. So you'll be able, even if you don't know them, we have fixed it to where they'll be highlighted. So you'll know exactly who they are, what they done. And we're in the hopes to everyone that come out will leave knowing that Everything Underground is connecting people. So we want to build relationships. We want you all to look to us after the show to be able to come to us and say, hey, I got an idea. This is what I want to do. And we'll be able to help you guys do whatever it is you're trying to do.
Oh, that's awesome. So a couple more things. If I want to come out to the show tomorrow, how can I get a ticket?
Okay, so you can contact me. First and foremost, my number, you can reach me at is 317-643-2082. You can also connect with us at everythingunderground.com. Also, the quickest way to get with us, you can also log on to www.thetrailblazersawards.com. So, you can come to the office. We're one day out, so the show is tomorrow. So if you guys
office might be kind of crazy getting everything together.
Yeah. So it will be best to contact me at 317-643-2082 for tickets. I'll meet you. I'll get the last minute tickets to you because they are going fast.
And what time does the show start tomorrow?
The show starts at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Yes.
At the Madam Walker. Do you have the address
Walker.
for that?
It's on Indiana Ave. I don't know the exact.
Yeah, I don't know the exact address for that either. But
I think it is
611 Indiana Avenue tomorrow at 6 p.m. I think it's going to be a great event. It's the first time in Indianapolis, but this is the second annual, correct?
Yes, it is an annual event. 617 Indiana Ave.
All right.
Okay, so yes, it's the second annual. It's a show that we're taking to different cities.
Okay.
So we're going to be recognizing people in different cities, and we're going to end up in Jamaica for our 5th year.
Okay, so it won't be here next year.
It won't be here.
So you got to come out tomorrow. It will not be here. So you got to come out tomorrow. Support those who have paved the way. Support those that are continuing to blaze trails tomorrow at the Trailblazer Awards, 6 p.m. It's a black tie affair.
Yes, it is. It's
yeah,
red
so
carpet.
Please, come on now.
Flashing lights.
Please share that.
It is a red carpet event. We have Media The Real. There will be hosting the media segment. We have Jerome Davis. I'm hosting. He's an actor on Empire. We have amazing people that's a part of this. So you will be rubbing elbows with some of the best people in Indianapolis.
That's good.
Yes.
And so, like you said, there's entertainment. Can you tell who any of the entertainment?
Well, we got Elena Renee.
Yeah, I was gonna say it, but I wanted to make sure. If you
She
have not heard Elena Renee, you are missing out. She opened up for Monica last
Yes,
Saturday.
she did.
She sings at Epic Ultra Lounge,
Yes,
and
she
she
will.
has an album dropping.
Yes,
on
she
the
actually has. Her album dropped on the 25th.
25th.
Yes, it's called The Introduction. So make sure you go on Google Play to get that. It's Elena Renee, The Introduction. She is from Gary, Indiana, but she resides in Indianapolis. She is definitely going to be the next superstar. So you want to make sure you come and see her perform. If you haven't seen her perform, it's just a show full of trailblazers.
Yes.
You guys are considered trailblazers.
Thank
So
you.
you
Thank
know,
you.
we want to see you guys there. No, for real, because sometimes we end up in situations, and of course, I haven't had a child that's been a victim to any type of things in what you guys have, but I do sympathize, and that's one of my passions. I like to look at things as if it had happened to me. I don't take for granted one moment that I could be in either one of you guys' shoes. So I like to always extend my support and my condolences, and I'm there for people that needs me, because I know I have a lot of connections, and I like to connect people.
And she's a supporter, so I didn't even say how I met her 2.5 years ago. My friend, who's watching, her mother-in-law worked with someone Vonda knew, who connected Vonda to me, and they actually helped me raise funds and stuff for when my son was at home with us at a very critical time. So she is very involved in community, very involved helping, very involved with the gun violence prevention advocacy piece here in Indianapolis. So what she is saying is very real. I am a testament of it. They have been a blessing to me and my family. So I thank you for that. I really appreciate that. That's serious. And that's just what we were saying about just supporting each other and, connecting. And then I walked in Everything Underground and she was in there. I'm like, what? But it's funny, seriously, when I walked in there, I think I knew everybody except Miss Darlene. I knew everybody else in there. So it really is an office of connecting people and networking and just being supportive to our community. So I really want to encourage everybody. Tomorrow night, Trailblazer Awards, come out and give honor to where honor is due. 6 p.m., Madam Walker Theater. Everyone knows, even if we didn't have the address, you guys, you know where the Madam Walker building is in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a place that we need to pay homage to anyway here in Indianapolis. Madam C.J. Walker, first woman millionaire. Notice I didn't say first black. She was the first woman to be a millionaire. Why? Because she cared about our hair. And we know how we are about our hair. So, we need to pay homage to that location anyway. And next Saturday, we have Mothers Against Violence Healing Ministry. Can I say Christmas or holiday celebration?
You can say holiday.
Okay.
That's what it's for. Because
Yes.
I wanted to do this at the end of the summer. I said, okay, I got to do, because I wanted to do something last year, but it wasn't permitted, and then I was still, trying to figure out going, So, yes, it's holiday, and it's Christmas time, and, so yes, it is celebration, and it's,
So can you tell me real quick, we have a few minutes left. So you're accepting donations. What are some of the things you may need for your event?
Oh, wow. Decorations, and I'm still working on getting a sign to put out, one of the big signs.
Okay.
And put Journey into Healing, because that's the thing.
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
Journey into healing. I love it. Journey into healing
Yes.
is the theme of the celebration next Saturday.
So desserts, just stuff like that.
Okay.
So,
All right. So if you want to donate, you can look me up on Facebook as well, because I'm going to take part in the event. So if you want to know how to get something to them or whatever, DeAndre Yates on Facebook, Miss Danita Royal on Facebook. Miss Ruby, are you on Facebook? No, Miss Ruby's not on. She said and she on Facebook, but she is a great help to Miss Danita as well.
Yeah,
So
she's been my ride. She's been with me all summer.
good.
When I say let's roll, we go to we go to the visuals and she goes to the events with me and community events, and she been rolling with me all summer.
That's
and
awesome.
be ready. So I needed somebody like her because I was always kind of by myself a lot.
And that's
And
good.
so she,
That's a blessing
so I
from
could
the Lord.
It is. So
Yes.
she said it's been helping her.
I mean,
By
she went back and
rolling.
told the person who introduced y'all, like,
Yes.
I mean, and that's a true
I don't
testament
know
to
how
what
I was
you're
made
doing.
without her,
Yeah.
'cause I was down in the dumps.
I
But
understand.
I prayed, and I know God would always bring me out.
And he
And
did.
He came in on time.
That's
too.
right. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. So please come out Indianapolis and show some love. And as we have just a few minutes left, I like to always say, have you found purpose for your pain?
I found my purpose.
Found your purpose?
My purpose is to uplift the mothers and show them that they can live, have joy with their pain.
Good.
And then find your vision. You have a purpose. Everybody has a purpose. So you take when you learning how to heal, and you gotta find your purpose and move on. You can still stay with the mothers. You can still stay, but I want you to find your purpose, and whatever it is that God has you to do it.
Good.
And you will feel, some of that pain, it's there, but at least you be smiling. At least you be
smiling through
functioning.
the storm.
At least you can be like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So
That's
you
good.
have to find your purpose.
And Miss Ruby, as you're working with mothers against violence, are you finding your purpose?
My purpose is to show more love and to try to help more mothers like me
Good.
to get through it, just like I had to get help.
Good.
But because at first it's real hard for you, but you take one day at a time, step by step, you can make it. And trust Jesus.
Good.
Because He is the final answer.
That's right. That's good.
That's right.
And Miss Vonda, so working in the community and doing things with Everything Underground and your motorcycle club and all that you guys give back, are you finding purpose?
Yes, everything is always within you, regardless of what our circumstances is. It's just that things happen and they bring it out of you. And I realized that, you hear things as you get older and people start telling you about yourself, oh, you this and you that and all that. And my purpose I've found is to bring people together and connect people. And just to see, when it comes to circumstances in life, we question God. We all do. We don't supposed to, but we do. And He comes to us, and it always comes down to purpose. Yes. And if you touch one person, even like with this show, if you touch one person,
You've done it. I always say, if I can touch one life,
That's enough.
if I can get one kid to change their mind from pulling a trigger, if I can help one mother through a bad day, then
Right.
purpose is
That's
being
a blessing.
fulfilled. Purpose
Yeah.
is being fulfilled. I am so excited to have had you all this morning again. I'm
Yes.
sorry for the technical issues, but the 40 minutes that we had, I did appreciate it. I always feel good when I leave here. I am so grateful to God for this platform and to just shed the light on things that people may not hear about. So thank you all so much for coming out in the cold. I think we have officially hit winter here in Indianapolis. Next week I will be interviewing. It's going to be a one-on-one interview with Miss Pamela Wooden, who is a member of you guys' group.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, she has a powerful story,
Yes,
and it's just going to be her. It's going to be a one-on-one. Her son, Christopher Goodlow, was murdered December 12, 2015 by an IMPD officer. And it's just been a tough road, a tough year, and her daughter was on our panel of siblings affected by gun violence. And when she told me, and I knew Pamela before this, but when she told me they never received an apology from the police department, it really blew me away. So I don't want to give too much away because you need to tune in next Saturday right here on ViewULive.com to hear Ms. Wooden and her family's story, and also Celebration of Life, honoring the memory of her son and the 1 year of his passing. So tune in next week. Thank you all, and go out this Saturday and shine some light. See you next week. All right. Y'all did it. You were so nervous.
This is what I'm made of, strong and courageous, fighting like Jacob. Give me this mountain, break it to a water fountain, blessings on the other side. Ride with no compromise, rise with the sunshine, glow like the rainbow. Watch the thunder crack the sky, hear God's heart cry. Built like a palm tree, bending cause it's windy. Reason why I'm breathing, only grace and mercy. Survive the attack, now I know he really loves me. Matter of fact, put no one above thee. Hug me, hold me, comfort me, console me. This anointing is so sanctifying. Outside listening to the birds singing, hearing voices echo, sounding so amazing. Conceived by glory, reigning in majesty. Lord of Lord, King of King, yes, he's my everything.
Everything is so beautiful to praise the Lord. Beautiful, yeah. It's so beautiful to praise the Lord.
Everything is spiritual, the Bible is edible. Words monumental, my prayers are effectual. I'm so grateful, this plate is palatable. Taste is residual, born again is beautiful. Walking epistle, eyes up with ego. Low at the train smoke, fill the tempo. Isaiah quoted, devoted to the people. Verbal principles, inexpressible. It's so wonderful, equal to ineffable. All that I go through, who else is reliable? Love undeniable, love unconditional, indescribable. Feelings are mutual, formed unbreakable, born unshakable. Rebuke the diabolical, devil it's impossible. Adorn as an admiral in general, perpetual, handle life eternal.
So beautiful to praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. It's so beautiful to praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Don't you